Welcome to SV Union School and Junior College presentation, Standard 10, Subject History, Chapter 8, Tourism and History. Children, further we are going to see, do you know? Children, do you know? First we are going to see the European traveler or the discoverer Benjamin of Tudela. Benjamin of Tudela is known as the first European traveler discoverer. He was born in Spain. During the period from 1159 to 1173 CE, he traveled to France, Germany, Italy, Greece, Syria, Arabia, Egypt, Iraq, Persia, India and China. As we know, Benjamin of Tudela was a medieval Jewish traveler who visited Asia, Europe and Africa in the 12th century. His traveling period from 1160s to 17 between that, children. He had a broad education and vast knowledge of the different languages. And that's the reason Benjamin of Tudela is a major figure in the medieval geography and Jewish history also. He maintained diaries of the accounts of his travels. His diaries are viewed as important historical documents. So his works, diaries or travel notes, children, are valuable historical source containing interesting information about the European trade with the East and the size of the Jewish community in various cities. Marco Polo, the Italian traveler of 13th century, introduced Asia, especially China, to Europe. He stayed in China for 17 years. He wrote about flora and fauna, social life, culture and trade system of Asia. As we all know, Marco Polo was a Venetian merchant, explorer and writer who traveled Asia along the Silk Road between 1271 to 1295. His travels are recorded in the books that describe the Europeans. During his time of traveling in the 13th century, he introduced Asia, especially China, to Europe. He traveled to China and stayed for 17 years. He wrote about flora, fauna, social life, culture, trade system of Asia. In the Do You Know series, the third traveler after Benjamin of Tudela and Marco Polo, the third one comes Ibn Battuta. The traveler of the 14th century took the world on a virtual travel of the Islamic world with his travel account. He was traveling for 30 years. Ibn Battuta was a Muslim Berber Moroccan scholar and explorer who widely traveled the old world, traveling more than any other explorer in the history. He traveled around more than 72,000 miles, children. So this traveler of the 14th century took the world on a virtual travel of the Islamic world with his travel account. He traveled for 30 years continuously. Ibn Battuta had resolved not to travel twice on the same route. His accounts are helpful in understanding the medieval history and social life. So whatever places he has traveled, he dictated on the account of his journey titled in the book, titled as A Gift to Those Who Contemplate the Wonders of the Cities and the Marvels of Traveling. He traveled for 30 years continuously, keeping the resolution not to travel twice on the same route. His accounts are helpful in understanding the medieval history and the social life of the people of those times. Next in Do You Know series come the Gerardus Mercator. He was of 16th century a cartographer. He is known for creating a world map and globe of the earth. His work proved to be very useful for navigation around the world. Gerardus Mercator of 16th century was not only a cartographer, but he was also the geographer, cosmographer also from the country of Flanders. In 16th century, This cartographer created a world map and globe of the earth. His work proved to be very useful for navigation around the world. His renowned work of creating world map in the year 1569 was based on new projection. Children, here is another do you know. Children, here is another do you know. The tradition of traveling from corner to corner was prevalent in India from ancient times. Vishnu Bhatt Godse wrote down the accounts of his journey from Maharashtra. It is published as a book entitled Mazha Pravas. Vishnu Bhatt Godse wrote down the accounts of his journey from Maharashtra to Ayodhya and back to Maharashtra. It is published as a book entitled Mazha Pravas. It's a Marathi travelogue written by Vishnu Dutt Godse, who travelled on foot from Varanasi, a village near Pain, to the central and northern parts of India during the time of 1857 and 1858 and witnessed several incidents during this period. Continuing with Vishnu Bhatt Godse, travelled during the times of the Indian War of Independence in 1857. He was the eyewitness for many events related to his historical event. His accounts are full of detailed description about the various incidents during this period, especially those about the life of Lakshmi Bai, the Queen of Jhansi. We also get to know the nature of Marathi language of the 28th century. So here Vishnu Bhatt Godse travelled during the time of Indian War of Independence of 1857. He was the eyewitness for many events related to this battle. His accounts are full detailed description about the various incidents during this period, especially those about the Rani Lakshmi Bai, the Queen of Jhansi. During his travel, he witnessed the events of Mao worked of Rani of Jhansi for few months, and also he visited many Hindu holy places. Children, here we are going to see the types of tourism. These days, tourism has become an independent field of local, interstate, national and international monuments, places of historical importance and natural beauty, ancient centers known as handicraft centers, pilgrim centers, industrial centers and sites of various development projects promote tourism. So it's the tourist who desires to visit national, international and interstate monuments, places of historical importance and pilgrim centers, sites of various development. So apart from that, what promotes the tourism in that, rather than this, the other factors which are also considered is the cleanliness, good food and safety of the tourists. These are also the important factors in the tourism, children. Tourists from all over the world wish to visit natural and man-made sites which offer a delightful and awe-inspiring experience. The places like snow-capped peaks, beaches, pristine jungles which were neglected previously become important locations of interest. So in order to get a delightful and awe-inspiring experience, tourists from all over the world visit the places which are snow-capped peaks, beaches, pristine jungles. Children, the meaning of pristine is here, it's in original condition which jungles are still there, which are unspoiled, which are not been cut off. And what we can see is the tourists are more interested in man-made sites. I would like to give examples of your, like the 7 wonders of the world. The 7 wonders of the world, among them, few are man-made and few are on natural base. Like for example, Taj Mahal from India, which is one of the wonders among 7, is man-made wonder of the world. Then Machu Picchu. Then we have the example of Great Wall of China. Like that, many wonders are there which are being man-made and some are of natural in their original condition. So tourists are always attracted to such type of places where they can visit.